Hello, welcome to the second vlog of December. Let's get into a really exciting reading month. It is so fun. That's how bad this book was for me. Sorry for the Miss Rachel in the background. This is just what we're working with. It is December 21st. My husband is working from home today because he has a doctor's appointment that he's currently at, and he will be back from hopefully very soon. But the kiddo is not feeling super well. I don't know what it is, but tummy pains or something. She's just not feeling very good. Really sad for her. I hope she feels better very soon. We've been doing a lot of cuddles and I've been reading and, you know, just spending time together to help her feel a little bit more herself and comforted. I wanted to start the December vlog off with a little bit of an update, a personal update, I guess you could say. I have been getting ready for the new year. I'm going to be filling out this reading journal that I got from my best friend. It has 100 pages for book reviews, so I plan to read 100 books next year, so I want to ultimately fill out this entire little book. It's just like a little book review system, so you can just keep track of what you read. So I'm excited about that. Additionally, I have started diary journaling again, which has been really, really, really nice. I am using this book for my dumping. I have the type of brain that when there's negative things going on, if I vomit it out, my thoughts, whatever it is that's negative, if I get it out of me, it is now gone and I can move past it. So that could be like talking to someone, like a therapist or a friend or a family member, or that can be writing it down and then it's gone. It's locked away. I've gotten the thing off of my chest, even if it's silly, even if it's big. Writing it down, getting it out really helps me. So this is my dump book, my negativity dump book. In addition to memory keeping, I do have some things in here that are, you know, important memory keeping moments that I will look back on and cherish, but those are going to be really obvious based on how I'm organizing the book. But mostly I am going to start daily using this as my negativity dump because I've tried positivity journaling and it does work a little bit, but I find that I need to dump the negative things before I can appreciate the good things. I don't personally need to write down the good things to feel them. I need to get rid of the negative things that are clouding my vision from seeing positive things, if that makes any sense. So I'm very excited to be using my notebook with my little black cat, and I think this is just the perfect notebook for like a rebalancing, expelling negative energy kind of vibe. And I love the inside here. It says that I'll have luck because this black cat is with me. I don't know, it feels nice. So this will be nice, a nice way for me to check in with myself every day instead of seeing a therapist for an hour every few weeks. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. I will update you throughout the year if I stop doing this or if I end up having some kind of revelation about it, but ultimately I've been doing it for a week and I'm already really in love with this. I am currently reading Song of the Forever Rains. I really hope I can finish this today or tomorrow because I don't want to be reading this for Christmas. I want to finish it because I'm really excited and I'm on the last 40 pages, so I can do it. I just need to actually focus on finishing it before Christmas. I started listening to this audiobook, Witchlings, today, and I'm really, really in love with it. I'm reading this for my Goodreads video that's going to be coming out very soon. This is the last book I have to read for it, so look forward to that. But I'm reading this because look at the cover. These girls look so cool, but it's about witches. I'm only a few chapters in. I'm in love with this. I've only read a few chapters and I can already tell that, like Song of the Forever Rains, this is going to be another book that I absolutely adore, and I'm so excited to finish off the year with two really amazing books. My partner and I are off from work for all of next week, so Monday through Friday, and then additionally the 1st. So that means that we have like 10 days, I think, off with each other. amazing. He doesn't have to go to work on Friday, and neither do I, fortunately. We're gonna have a lot of time to spend together, we're gonna have a lot of time as a family, and we're gonna have a lot of time to do our own hobbies, which for me is going to be reading and writing for my ghostwriting job. Very, very excited for the coming weeks. Last little update, it is the winter solstice today. Happy Yuletide, blessed Yuletide, Merry Yuletide, everybody. Unfortunately, I do not have any time to actually practice or celebrate today. It's just one of those years, once again, it's a busy time of year. So instead, I'm going to make some tea tonight. I am doing some journaling that is Yuletide oriented, and I am also going to plan out next year's reading kind of goals and then some personal goals so that I feel like I'm ready for the new year, which is a very Yule thing to do in my opinion. I like cleaning out and restarting and feeling refreshed at the end of the year during the holiday season. So what better way than to do it on Yuletide? But yeah, so I'm gonna go spend the day with the kiddo. She's not feeling good. I'm gonna sit with her and we're gonna cuddle and I'm gonna read, and it's gonna be a joy. I will talk to you later. Gonna have a coffee. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hello, my lovely people. It is December 22nd. It is now 11:50-ish. We're almost hitting noon. The kiddo is napping, and I have actually read 2 books, sort of, kinda. Let's talk about 2 books. Let's say that. I finished Song of the Forever Rains last night. I only had about an hour left of the book, and I just kind of mauled through it after dinner time because I wasn't feeling super well. So laid in bed with my trusty iPad mini and enjoyed the rest of this book. I adored this book. If you have Kindle Unlimited, you should read this because it is so fun. This is dark adult fantasy romance. There's a little bit of a mystery. There's tons of magic and quirk and whimsy, and it's eerie at times. I loved it. It does not shy away from the ugly sides of humanity, and it was overall just brilliantly written. The quotes were amazing. The trauma representation was amazing. I will, of course, have links to the content warnings in my Goodreads review and on Instagram, so if you're interested, check that out. I've been reading this for so long though, I don't think I could recap them all right now. If you need content warnings, you can always message me, or you can find them on Goodreads or Instagram. But yeah, 5 out of 5 stars, without a doubt. An amazing read, and I cannot wait to continue the series. I started Witchlings yesterday or the day before that, I can't remember, and as I mentioned, I am absolutely loving it, but wow, does it just continue to get better. Do you ever just read the first few pages or chapters of a book and know that you're gonna give a book 5 stars, or it's just gonna change you in some way? That's Witchlings for me. This book pulled me in from the first moment. The first page, I knew this was going to be an excellent experience, and I'm so glad I'm going to end the year off reading this. But the parenting advice in here is really good. It's a middle grade novel, but I think the way that the main character interacts with her parents can teach a lot of parents some things. Personally, I'm a big fan, and I can't wait to finish this out. I'm gonna keep going. Now, another book I finished. I DNF'd a book, and it made me very upset. So let's talk about it. I read Below Zero by Ali Hazelwood. Let's give some context. I've never read an Ali Hazelwood because I'm not interested, and I pre-ordered it solely on the notion that I read the synopsis and I thought it sounded very interesting, and it was a novella, and it was only a few dollars to pre-order it, so I did. And then it was a month or 2 after I pre-ordered it, I realized who the author was of the book, and nothing against the author or anything. I just personally wasn't very interested in that style of writing and storytelling. It just wasn't something that piqued my interest, which is fine. We all have our own opinions. So I was really nervous. So this year I decided, you know, I'm gonna give it a shot. I had some time this morning. It's only like 130 pages, and it's got like a icy, wintry kind of setting. So who doesn't want to read a steamy romance that takes place in the ice and snow at Christmas Christmas time. So this morning I went out on a whim and downloaded the ebook. It's only, again, 130 something pages. So I was like, well, you know, it'd be really fun to read a little steamy romance that takes place in the winter right before Christmas. I don't know, it felt right, and I wanted to read something quick. Since I had just finished another book, I wanted to stay on that roll. When I tell you that on the first few pages I knew that we were going to have a bad time, I literally sighed and set my iPad mini down because I was just, I knew in that moment, just a few pages in, that this was going to either be a journey that I was going to go on or I was going to DNF this book. I got 20% of the way through before I DNF'd it. I was almost halfway. It was somewhere between 20 and 50. I just started skimming at some point, and that is a really bad sign. You know a book isn't for you when you start skimming because you're bored, and it's a novella. It's only 136 pages or something like that. I should not need to skim in a book so short, let alone a romance that's supposed to be fun and quick. From the first page I wanted to skim because I was bored. I didn't care about what the character was telling me, and that's my other complaint, is the writing style was awful. For my personal reading experience, it was all tell. It was just a bunch of the main character telling us how she's not like other girls, telling us about her life in these long-winded paragraphs. It just didn't read naturally. I was warned that Ali Hazelwood does this whole big hulking man with the tiny petite main character situation in all of the books, and I was okay with that because I'm a petite female and I can get behind a hulking man, like, it sounds nice. But I've never in my life experienced the female gaze to the point that I had to stop reading and I lost respect for the author. You know what I'm saying, right? The female gaze, it was horrible. Everyone was how they appeared. Their personality didn't really matter. And she was just sexually attracted to everything that could move. And it was really strange. And she was very stuck on being not like other girls and just telling us that straight out, and telling us that she has not a high IQ, so she has to work harder for her grades when that's not really how IQs work. Additionally, telling us in literal terms, I know everything there is to know about Mars, and then stating a fact that's not impressive at all about Mars because, like, it's a fact that everyone knows about Mars. I don't know, maybe I know a little too much about space to enjoy this book. Maybe I don't like these tropes. Maybe I just have a lower tolerance of certain things, but I despised the reading experience of this book. And the writing is just hard to read. It wasn't easy like popcorn, it wasn't fun. How you truly know that this book was not it for me, I didn't even want to skim to get to the steamy scenes, just to at least get some steamy scenes. That's how bad this book was for me. I could not even skip to the part that I cared the most about because I read even a little bit of the beginning of the book and suddenly did not care enough even to find the steamy scenes. So we didn't even get that. I've read tons of romance, tons of steamy romance that wasn't good, and I just skipped to the intimate scenes, the steamy scenes, the spice. And I enjoyed just reading the spice, and then I moved on, gave the book 2 or 3 stars and was like, this was not great. But, you know, at least the steam was like, okay, at least I could skim to the steam. But in this book, I couldn't even do that. In the steamy scenes, he's comparing her body to the landscape of Mars. Maybe I'm just not the audience for this and I need to accept that, but the writing wasn't good, the character was bland, everything was tell, not show, and the romance was garbage, and the steamy scenes weren't steamy, they were awkward. Maybe I'm not in the right frame of mind to read this. I am ovulating, so I expect it to be a lot easier on it because you know what I was there for. I was not there for quality literature. I could not even waste my time skimming to the steam. It would be an hour of my time wasted that I could be reading something really good like this. So there's my rant about Below Zero. I read this book for a video where I read my ebooks, so you'll see even more in depth with like screenshots of quotes and whatnot in that video. So subscribe if you're not, if you want to see that, but could not. Let me know in the comments if you are a person who likes Ali Hazelwood's books, and let me know if you liked this book in particular. I'm not gonna read any more of the author's work. I was not interested to begin with. I got this book on accident and now we're here. We're gonna move on. This was a horrible experience and I can feel that I'm going to slump after this, so I need to just jump immediately into my next book. The frustration I feel right now going into this, expecting to at minimum get smut, couldn't even get that. Those are the reading updates for you. Sorry about the rant. I'm passionate. Anyways, today is Thursday. Tomorrow we don't have work at my office and neither does my husband, luckily, at his job. We're off for winter break as of tomorrow, and that means we need to discuss the plans. I am not planning, at least not planning, to vlog over the break. I think I'm just going to end the video here and catch back up with you again in January. I want to take that full 10 days or whatever it is until 2023, the rest of the year you could say, to focus on my ghostwriting project. I need to put my head down and just get really into that right now. I need to finish it out before the end of the year, and I want to spend time with my family and my friends and just enjoy doing that. So since I am not going to vlog the rest of December, which is kind of sad, it's a whole week lost, but I'm going to continue reading and let you know that at the beginning of January I will post my December reading wrap up. That's it. That's my update, and I'm so happy with how much reading I've gotten done this year and this month. Next year I believe I'm gonna set my reading goal to 100, so subscribe if you want to see that chaos, saying that I have to read the books I own and I don't own any short books. Thank you so very much for watching. Please let me know down in the comments what you're reading right now, what you're planning to read before the end of the year, and I hope you have a lovely, safe, and enjoyable holiday season. I'll see you in the new year.